What is up, AMS? And as always, every week, well, most weeks when we pop up, the YouTube universe, I'm Mr. Baker, and I'm back with another episode of Everyday Teacher. And I'm totally excited because, like I said last week, we're going to start letting the students choose who's on the air. And this week, we got another student selection. And as I already said, I'm excited. But before I get to that, I got to explain a few things. First things first, this lovely Little Mermaid t-shirt that I'm wearing. This is in support of our play that's going to happen. You can't really say the word play, though. It's a musical. We're going to have a musical at the high school May 10th, 11th, and 12th. I'm wearing the limited edition version of the Little Mermaid shirt. The cast has a version that's a little different, but don't you worry. This limited edition version of the Little Mermaid shirt will be available for sale at the door at the Argyle High School auditorium on May 10th, 11th, and 12th. So bring your money and get one of these. Right now, I'm the only one that has one because this show is such a success. They send me merch early. Yeah. Now, if some other companies could send me stuff like Apple or Samsung or something like that, I'll gladly accept it and have it here on the show. I know y'all are all listening. Also, we had a few fans call in and mention last week there was a mistake with the trivia. That's my mistake. The question I asked was, how long is a senator's term? And Coach Stinson said 2 years, which he answered my question correctly if I'd asked the question correctly myself. On the paper, the question was, how often are senators elected? Well, senators have elections every 2 years, but a senator's term is 6. So shout out to a few people who called me on that one real quick. That was my bad. And just note, if you're a teacher and you find me in the hall and you correct me on some trivia, you'll probably be on the show. All right, that's enough of me talking. I'm ready to get to my guest this week. And like I said, the students have chosen this one. And I am more than excited to introduce and welcome to the show today, Mr. Coach Curtis King. That's right, people. Curtis King. Second, well, probably like the fourth guest that the students have asked for because earlier on they asked for some people. So this will be the fourth one requested by the students. Coach King, glad to have you.
Good to be here.
So you're familiar with the show. You know how this goes.
I'm a little nervous.
All right. Well, it always happens, but don't let that nervousness make you talk low like Coach Stinson last week.
See, you're a pro. You've done this for 2 years.
Right.
It's taken you 2 years to get me on this show.
Yeah, it took me a while, but we'll get there.
Glad I made it.
All right, so here we go. As always, what is the first thing you do or think of when you get up in the morning?
Walking.
So you walk every morning?
No, getting up and walking.
Oh, you don't like that?
I'm over 50, so.
Okay, all right. Little pops and creaks in the morning.
All the way down.
Okay. Well, outside of school, what's your favorite thing to do?
Watching my boys play baseball.
They do a lot of that.
A lot.
All right. Well, then I'm going to move this question up to the top. First time asking this question last week, but I got a great answer for it. I don't think you can use the same answer. But anyway, if you had one pitch to throw to win a baseball game, what would that pitch be?
Fastball.
Fastball.
Outside corner.
Outside. Low or high?
Low.
Outside, low corner. All right. Hopefully it'd be a strike.
It better be. Pay to remember it.
Or close enough that we'll swing at it. All right. It's morning time. You have finally walked somewhere. Are you picking out a breakfast burrito or a biscuit?
Biscuits.
A biscuit. Is anything on the biscuit?
Plain.
Plain biscuit.
Plain
Does it
biscuit.
got butter on it on the top, or
Maybe a little butter in the middle, but
are you going to drink coffee or milk with it?
orange juice.
Orange juice and a biscuit. That's different. I like milk. All right. Do you have a favorite cartoon?
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons. All right. Those people are colored yellow on that cartoon, right?
Yes.
Do you have another cartoon that you're okay with in which people or a person is yellow?
It's not a cartoon, Big Bird.
Oh, Big Bird. I think it's a he. Yeah, he's been in a couple cartoons. Funny thing is that I've heard that you impersonate a cartoon who's yellow. Maybe one that lives in a pineapple under the sea. Have you ever impersonated SpongeBob?
I have.
You have. You've impersonated SpongeBob. Long ago. What's the story on this one, Coach?
In another job,
Yeah.
Halloween,
Yeah.
I was SpongeBob.
You were SpongeBob for Halloween.
Had the outfit.
Did you? You had the whole outfit? Tights?
Looked good too.
All right. Did you do the laugh?
No.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. What's your favorite movie?
Tombstone.
Tombstone. Is that the one where Val Kilmer's in?
That's it.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, he says that twice in the movie. I'm not going to explain what that means because this will take a while. I'm still trying to get these things down to like 16 minutes.
Your first show was 3 minutes.
That's
Petty.
Coach Petty.
Coach Petty.
I have been thinking I need to get Coach Petty back on for an HD version because he was in SD. You can't see either one of us. You can't hear him, which might be the same case for you, but we don't know.
Coach Petty took first episode 2 years for me. I'm not bitter.
Well, we're like certain beverages. This show ages well, and so here we are.
All right.
We start with Coach Petty. All right. What would you consider the best invention of your childhood? This is a new question.
The best invention.
Yeah. What came around when you were a kid that you're just like, man, that thing right there was amazing?
Well, I wasn't a kid.
Okay.
Cell phone.
The cell phone.
Cell phone.
All right. Yeah, that came around. It depends on where you are. So it wasn't like the Nerf football, because that probably came around when you were a kid.
Nerf football.
Nerf footballs are pretty awesome. Like instead of like inflated footballs, you can take them anywhere. I've heard that the only thing that could destroy a Nerf football is teeth. What do you know about that?
You're shooting one across the bow right here.
Really? What do you mean?
I was accused of chewing on a Nerf football as a kid.
You were accused of this. So,
True story is I had a dog,
uh,
and we played tug of war football on our mouse, and back and forth, back and forth.
so it was a repercussion of you playing with your dog.
Yes.
All right then. But teeth is what destroyed it.
Teeth.
Okay.
See, the other part never gets told. The dog part. It's just my part.
Just little Coach King eating his Nerf football on the way home. Man. All right. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Steak.
Steak. What type of steak?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Steak is steak.
What are you going to cook it? Medium well, medium rare?
Medium well.
Well, huh?
I'm sure it's dead.
No pink.
No pink.
Brown but not burnt.
Brown but not burnt.
Perfect. All right. Now, you met me earlier in the week and begged me not to ask you any questions like, are you smarter than a 7th grader, right? And I said, okay, I wouldn't.
That was the deal.
That was the deal. So I'm going to ask you, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Because that's the TV show, Smarter Than a 5th Grader.
Just don't have a few questions here that I'll be asking a little later.
That's fine. But you did also ask, you said, please just ask sports questions,
Sports
right?
questions.
Well, I did that. So maybe you don't have to ask me those.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. How many NFL teams are there?
32.
32 is correct. How wide is a football field?
80 yards.
80 yards. The correct answer is 53 and a half yards. It's 160 feet. Maybe that's what you were thinking.
That's close.
160 divided by 2, but it would be divided by 3.
True.
Yeah, that's okay. You're a baseball guy, right?
No 5th grader would know that answer.
Maybe the ones that
They will
strike
now
the field.
if they watch the show, baby.
Well, I just said the title to make you worry, but then I changed it to Do You Know Sports Stuff? I didn't mention that. Now I did. But you like baseball, right?
Love baseball.
Good. What number did Jackie Robinson wear for the Dodgers?
42.
42 is correct. And in classic fashion, as the first 2 questions, how many stitches are on a baseball?
I got this.
All right, go for it. Make me look silly.
156.
Oh, it's 108.
Oh,
Maybe that's a softball.
maybe.
Maybe. Well, I Googled it, and that's the first thing that showed up, so you never know.
But you had to Google it.
Yeah,
to beat me.
I did. I had no idea what that
2
meant.
years ago on the show, he has to Google a question to beat him.
All right. Do you play golf?
Very badly.
Oh, but you know golf.
So,
All right. This is the last question.
thank God.
In golf, a hole-in-one on a par 4 is also known as what?
hole in one.
This is correct.
An ace.
An ace is also correct. So you're good on this question, but do you know there's two other names it has? They're both named after birds.
I have no clue.
So a birdie is 1 under, an eagle is 2 under, and yeah, a hole in one on a par 4 would be 3 under, known as a double eagle or an albatross.
There you go. You've learned something today.
Hey, you did pretty well for that, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Fizzy drink. Is it a Coke, a pop, or a soda?
Soda.
Oh, what's your favorite soda?
Pepsi.
All right.
I'm a sweet tea guy.
Pepsi. Oh, okay.
Pepsi.
Pepsi. What's the slogan for Pepsi?
I have no.
Me either. I forget it because Pepsi was like always number 2 to Coke.
I just buy it at the store.
Pepsi. I forgot. All right. Cowboys or non?
Cowboys.
All the way, huh?
All the
Who's
way.
your favorite cowboy of all time?
All time? Since I'm a friend of his, Darren Woodson.
Darren Woodson. He's a good guy here.
In case he's watching the show.
Oh, in case? What are you talking about? Man, we had like 180 views last week. I know he was one of them.
He did ask me why it took 2 years to get on the show.
Right. Well, there's a lot of talent around here. I just let the kids start voting last week. That's why.
I had to beg. Vote or no vote. I can't even beg for them. I'm not bitter.
Well, maybe
Not
some of you people out here who might be bitter, you've learned how to get on the show. Come see me.
Just so you know, the police dog was on before I was on, wasn't
No, the dog hadn't been on here.
he? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Wrong
I don't think
wrong
so.
show.
All right. If you could get a gift card to anywhere, where would it be?
Gift card.
Yeah.
Tough one. Probably Whataburger.
Whataburger? What do you get there? Like, what's your go-to burger at Whataburger?
Number one.
Just a plain old Whataburger.
Basic plain old Whataburger.
Just like a plain old biscuit. Here we go. All right, I already did the pitch question. So this is a general question. Fast or slow? Which one do you prefer?
Fast.
Fast. All right. You speed on the highway?
Try not to.
You keep up with traffic but go a little ahead.
I'm probably behind traffic a little bit. I'm older.
Be safe.
I'm
All
a safe
right.
driver.
Well, so fast in general but average on the road. Good. Hot or cold?
Hot.
All right. Favorite chore to do around the house?
I hate taking out the trash.
Well, I've heard you ain't ever taken the trash out again. That the last time is the last time.
I've used that a few times, but when I was a kid, prior to the Nerf ball stage, I would say I won't take the trash out this time, but I'm never doing it again. And I've done it 40 years since then. So
When you were a kid and you had to keep taking the trash out, was it because there was a chewed up Nerf ball?
it could have been.
So what's your favorite chore to do around the house, though? We already got out the fact that you don't like the garbage. So
Favorite chore?
yeah.
I will take the dog outside and play with it while chores are being done inside. So he's not messing up the house.
Correct. That's a chore. All right. What's the worst job you've ever had?
Worst job I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I was a meter reader, a water meter reader.
Water meter reader.
Water meter reader for 3 months.
Oh man, so you had to like lift up the thing and look in there?
Walked about 5 miles a day, lift up the lid
Were there ever like snakes in there?
all the time.
Really?
Mice.
Ugh. See, I've always, if I go into one of those just to do something, I always think, man, there's going to be something in there. There never was, but
All the time.
you can attest that there is stuff in there all the time. All right. If I weren't a teacher, I would be
A music singer.
a music singer. What kind of music singer would you be?
Southern gospel music.
Like Bill Gaither and all them?
Bill Gaither.
Would you sing like the bass or would you sing somewhere else?
I'd be the baritone.
Oh, okay. So kind of in the middle.
I'm impressed you know Bill Gaither. I kind of grew up listening to that music.
I didn't grow up listening to it. I just know when there's a Southern gospel, it's like Bill Gaither. So
He's the man.
I hear this. All right. Last but not least, my name is Curtis King and I am a
proud grandfather of 3 triplets,
all at the same time.
all at the same time.
All right.
A proud father of 4,
Four.
including twins. A happily married man.
Uh-huh.
A proud teacher.
All right.
and a honored coach.
Honored, aka championship level coach.
72-0.
Over how many years?
2 years.
2 years, 72 wins, and he finally got on the show.
You would think after 2 years.
Don't leave me hanging.
72-0. Oh, we're not done. I've got some questions to ask.
Oh, okay. Usually people wait to the very end, but go ahead.
We'll do it now.
No, go for it.
We'll break the.
Go for
Mr. Baker.
Yep.
And actually, these are more not questions, it's just feedback.
These are typed out. I'm worried.
And I hired a private investigator to do some work on
All
this.
right, the camera might cut off soon.
All right. Tell me about a time that you may have gotten a haircut against your parent wishes. That ring a bell?
Yeah. I was in 8th grade, and I wanted this look, this fade type look, but the barber that I went to at the time didn't really know how to do that, and so I had this friend down the road that claimed he knew how to do that. So I went down the road and said, "Hey, fade my hair," and he got halfway through, and then he had to go to church. So I went home with a half of a fade and walked in with my cap on and didn't make it to my room. And then my parents found out, and they were not happy. So my mom was a teacher, and I rode the bus over to the high school, and she wouldn't let me go into the school. I had to stay out in the van. Yeah.
Pretty embarrassing.
It was a life lesson.
So speaking of, we'll stay on the hair topic.
Okay.
Was there a time your hair was a different color? Have you always been this kind of brownish, dark?
Oh no, I used to be a lifeguard, believe it or not, and some of the products that were used out by the pool were hair lightening things. Like people would, fair-skinned people would try to darken their skin and lighten their hair, like go opposite. So there's this stuff called Sun-In that you could spray in your hair. So there was about a 2-year stretch when the summertime I'd spray it in, I'd go bleach blonde.
Bleach blonde.
Yeah, I showed up to sophomore year of football in college, junior college, with bleach blonde hair. Yeah.
I'd like to see that today.
There's a picture floating around somewhere.
I'll find it.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure I will find it.
Yeah.
If I was mentioning 2 words.
You should give some of these questions to the next guest.
Senior Frog. Ring a bell? Anything?
Yeah. I was a bouncer at Senior Frog.
Bouncer?
Yeah, it was a nightclub in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Yeah.
College?
Mm-hmm. College when I was at Southern Miss. Yeah, I had this job as a bouncer at another club called the Downtown Hoedown, and I guess word got around that I could bounce, so I went to Senior Frog and I kicked people out.
What color is your hair?
Yeah, it could have been blonde then too.
Beach blonde bouncer at Senior Frog.
I had an afro then though. Yeah.
Well, I have one more, but I'll save it for the next guest.
You will?
Kind of long on time.
Okay, good. Yeah, you know what time it is. All right, we can shake hands now. Thank you, Coach King. Those were great questions.
Enjoy.
All around. I appreciate you coming on the show, and I want to thank that special someone for giving me questions about Coach King, and it seems to me that he asked a similar person in my life, or at least it floated to him that way.
Probably.
Thank you. And thanks for y'all who watch every week and tune in and put those likes on the board and put those views on the board. Always remember to check out the AMS YouTube channel for updates every day, every week. Check back in next week for another guest voted in by you, unless it's Coach Price who keeps giving me trouble about these trivia questions, and I just tell you to get on. Because when he gets on, people, let me tell you, I'm going to ask him some hard questions. He's not watching right now, so he won't know.
I have one save, Coach Price.
Oh, one save? Okay. Well, he's going to get on here. I'm going to make sure the kids vote for Coach Price. Vote for Coach Price. All right. That's all the time we have for today. I'm sure we're probably at about 18 minutes right now, but 3 people are watching. My mom, Coach Stinson, and probably this guy by now. So, we'll holler at y'all next week.
See ya.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Holla.
That's the word.